You ever notice how the story of change kind of follows the same playbook? It doesn't matter if it's a rebel on Wall Street, a pop music legend, or even just you trying to get in shape. From the movies we watch to our own lives, there's this universal pattern to transformation. So today, we're going to pull it apart piece by piece and really understand the anatomy of a breakthrough. And it all kicks off right here with this idea. Transformation isn't some big lightning strike from the sky. Nope. It's more like a quiet click in your head. The second you become aware that there's another way to be, a hidden truth you haven't seen yet, you're already on your way. That's the starting bell. So where does that first little push come from? In this first part, we're going to dig into how this basic human need for change pops up everywhere, from our biggest spiritual questions right down to the skincare routine you do every morning. Yeah, a lot of the time it starts with something super practical, right? We want to look better, feel better. So we start slapping on sunscreen, we drink more water, we hit the gym. These things might seem kind of surface level, but they're actually the first sign of that deeper impulse. It's step one in taking control of our own story. And this is what's so cool. This idea totally reframes that simple skincare routine. It's saying that this urge to improve ourselves isn't just vanity. It's actually this deep, primal need to reconnect with who we really are. We feel a little off, out of sync. So we try to get back in touch with our most natural, authentic selves, both on the inside and the outside. And you know, that impulse, that journey, it always leads to this question, the big one, the one that really starts the adventure. The moment you start questioning the stories you've been told, or maybe more importantly, the stories you've been telling yourself, that's when the ground starts to shift. That's when real transformation kicks in. Okay, so let's see what happens when that quiet internal question blows up into a full-on battle for your identity. This is really a fight for control, the right to decide who you are for yourself. And usually it's in defiance of the labels the world tries to stick on you. Prince is the perfect example of this. He got to a point where the box his record label put him in just didn't fit anymore. His fight wasn't just about money. It was about owning his masters, the actual recordings of his art. It was a battle for his creative soul. And by changing his name to a symbol you couldn't even pronounce, he was literally rewriting his own code, telling the world, I define me. But you know, this fight doesn't always happen on a giant public stage. For some people, like the introverted and empathetic INFJ personality type, the transformation is this powerful internal shift. They go from just endlessly trying to explain themselves to people who will never get it, to simply stopping. Their silence isn't weakness. It's a powerful boundary. It's a quiet revolution of self-worth. And sometimes, rewriting your code is just hilarious. Comedian Jimmy O Yang shows how you can flip stereotypes on their head with humor. Instead of fighting expectations directly, he just plays with them, inventing a fake holiday to get his time back and control his own story. It's such a small, brilliant act of personal rebellion. You see, all these little acts of rebellion, whether they're quiet or funny, they're exactly where bigger change starts. So what happens when these individual fights for identity start to scale up? Well, they start to challenge the massive systems we all live inside. This is when personal change becomes a big fight. And this table just lays out the pattern perfectly. Look at this. You've got Dr. Michael Burry, who saw the absolute garbage in the housing market that Wall Street was pretending wasn't there. You've got Prince, seeing how unfair record contracts were to artists. And you've got health advocates, seeing how the industrial food system makes people sick. In every single one of these cases, it's an outsider who looks where no one else is looking, sees a massive flaw hiding in plain sight, and decides to rebel. And this is such a crucial point. Choosing what you put on your plate is not just a personal health decision anymore. It's a political act. It's a vote against a food system that often harms certain communities more than others. It's taking a stand by taking care of yourself. So even though they're in totally different fields, a hedge fund guy, a rock star, a vegan activist, it's like they formed this unspoken alliance. They're all on the same team, really. They're hunting for the deceptions that the rest of us have just been trained to ignore. So if transformation is all about challenging the systems around us, what's the ultimate goal? Where is all this heading? Let's take a step back from the world of today and start imagining the realities of tomorrow. We're going to move from the real world into the realm of sci-fi and the future of being human. Remember the movie Lucy? It played with this awesome idea. What if we could unlock more of our brain? Moving from the mythical 10% to just 20% would give us total control over our own bodies. Now, yeah, it's just a movie, but it's a really powerful thought experiment about what the next stage of human evolution could even look like. But to get there, we'd have to deal with our biggest hurdle, our own wiring. Our brains evolved for a world of scarce food and constant physical threats. That programming, the part that screams, eat the sugar and don't waste energy, is a total mismatch for the modern world. It's like we're running ancient software on a brand new computer. So maybe the future of transformation looks something like this: a conscious, deliberate process of overwriting our old code. First, you just have to admit your gut instincts can be wrong. Then you start using logic and reason to make better calls. And finally, you focus your energy on the big ticket items, the things that will create the biggest change, like boosting intelligence itself. But why do all this? What's the point of all this hard work? Well, this quote from Lucy gives a really beautiful, profound answer. The whole goal of life, ever since the first cell split in two, has been to learn something and pass it on. All this transformation, all this evolution, it's all in service of that one simple, powerful purpose. All right, so after this whole journey from skincare to systems to sci-fi, what's the one thing to take away from all of this? It really all boils down to one simple but incredibly hard: action. First off, we've got to be honest. None of this is easy. Real change hurts. It's like a deep ache inside you, the actual discomfort of growth. It's not supposed to feel good at first, because you are literally remaking who you are from the inside out. And this is it. This is what it all comes down to. This quote from The Big Short just nails the entire anatomy of transformation. It's not about being smarter or being luckier. It's about having the courage to step away from the big party, to tune out the noise and just look, to see the world as it actually is, not as everyone tells you it is. That's the beginning, the middle, and the end of every great transformation. The only question left is, are you brave enough to look?